Hello folks, it is July 9th, 2022. Bree and I are back out camping for another season. We are in Quebec this time. We left our home province of Ontario and we were at Mauricie National Park. Here we are. This is the information / check-in center. Not really anything to see in there. I'll show you the map right now where we're going out that way. So we're right here. We're going to drive up the road to Riviere-a-la-Peche Campground right here. Here it actually is, over here. And we got site C42. And apparently firewood is over here. There is a nice view behind the lookout center. So here is Riviere St. Mauricie. And down there we drove in along on this side, which is the west side, and that hill looked really nice. Lots of awesome properties along here. Cool place to live. That little red house up there. Site 42C. Not bad. Got a little driveway coming in. Nice new picnic table that weighs 1,000,000 pounds. Nice flat area for our tent. It's pretty secluded. And look at this. I've never seen one of these before. Alright, time to set up the tent in the most obvious spot, right there. And yeah, what is this called? Woods Outbound? We'll see. We thought there was like 4 doors, but I think that's for the ventilation. So you got 4 big zippers. We're all settled in here. It is 6:30. Went and got firewood. Firewood was $8 a bundle. Got 4 bundles, so $34. Camping was $33, and then we had to pay another $33 to get day passes for the park on top of camping, because now you have to have a national parks pass or something. I don't know. That was new to me, and that was kind of annoying. But it's not just Quebec. I think every national park has that now. Anyways, we're going to pack our food up and then go for a hike. So here's the campground where I actually bought this waterproof map. And we're going to go hike number 11, which will be about 5K from Campground C. And here's the big picture. So we're here. We're going to go do this little one. Tomorrow we're going to get a bigger one. Which one? I don't know. Probably that one. It's like 17 kilometers. We're starting Trail 11. There's no name. It's literally called Trail 11 from the road here. The campground was just over there. And here we go. Some little station here. I don't know what's going on. I think it's a camp for kids or something. Look, there's a horn and everything. Looks like there's some literacy things on the signs. What is going on in here? It's a weird looking room. Someone asked me how to describe it. But it looks like there's a wood stove in there. Look in that room, Bree.
Oh, it's for the theater.
A theater?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Someone's gonna put on a show.
And what do they do? Blow the horn through this thing? Oh, it'd be from this side. So we just went back here. But tomorrow we're going to do this big Sanitaire trail. all the way around. That would be a big hike tomorrow, 17K. Here's the start of it. Doesn't that look awesome? I think that looks cool. And in case there's a big forest fire out there, they must put this across. Oh, look, there's a handle. That's kind of cool. You think kids play with this all the time?
Yeah, they do.
Alright. Here's the main trail parking. Now you can actually cut through the back. Look at that. Electric car chargers. What's the world coming to? Tesla. First hike. A small one, although be it, but 43 minutes total moving time. 3.58 kilometers. Just straight thick bush in there. Like, I couldn't believe how thick it is. Look at that. Up in Quebec, there's the St. Lawrence River. What you making there, Bree?
Chorizo, sausage, and mushrooms.
Chorizo?
Yeah, chorizo.
Did you just make up that name? No? Alright, I'll believe you. Thought I'd take a quick peek at the facilities. It's really nice. Wood stove in here. Must be for winter activities. No one's in here yet, I've already checked, so I can film. But yeah. Very beautiful. Nice and clean, brand new. And for the showers. Very nice. Look at this. 10:42. Enjoying the fire. It'll be a cool evening. We got our hats on. Our long johns out. Our sweaters on, and yeah, it's going to go down to 8 degrees tonight. So we're going to head to bed soon and get up early and do some big hiking. Good morning. Day 2 of our East Coast trip. It did get pretty cold last night. I had my toque on, my sweater. We brought the bed comforter and a sleeping bag, and I was sweating at one point, but yeah, it was cold. Neighbors just left. Figured we'd go scope out their site. See what they got. Oh yeah. Yeah, all these sites are very similar. This is site number 40C. We're gonna go hike this 17-kilometer trail that we looked at yesterday but didn't start. Ducks Creeks. I can't pronounce it, it's French, but yeah, we're going all the way around and then back to the campground. Well, I think that big hiking trail is going to be busy today. Last night when we came through here at like 7:30, there was like 3 cars in this parking lot. Here we go. Are you ready?
I am.
We're only a few hundred meters in, but I love the look of this trail. Looks like a boreal forest in here, and I suspect in the higher elevation of this park it could be a boreal forest. Some sort of stream valley here with some oddly bent over trees. I think a Sasquatch did all that. We will find it. We're 2 kilometers right on from the site, 1.5 from that parking lot, and here is the start of our loop. We're going to do it clockwise. I think the better views are in the second half. Right off the bat, We're going down like 100 feet. Nice. So we stopped like 60 meters that way, then there's this nice bench here. Oh well. That's funny. There was a lookout thing on the map, but I thought it was further along. Look at these rock stairs. That's cool. And I made a mistake. We ended up at the Park Road, which we shouldn't. So looking at the Park map, what we did is we thought we were starting our loop up here, but we were really here. So then we came back to the road. So we have a choice of either going around back to our campsite or backtracking a good K.5 and then starting our loop when we get to it. But okay, so we are gonna do that shorter loop today and keep going instead of backtrack, and then we're getting up really early tomorrow morning and we'll do that bigger hike with the lookouts. The weather's gonna be nice. We're up pretty high. This is Lac-du-Pimbina. And someone's got a campsite down there, which looks to be an island. Cool. There's 3 good lookouts on this lake. Here's the 3rd one we found. We might be leaving this lake now. Start looping back to the campsite. Okay, we're at another fork. We started here and we should have gone up here, but we didn't, but we kept going along here across this road, down and around to here. We want to take trail 13 that way back to our campground right here. Oh yeah, look at this place. It got charred. And the new growth is about my height. So maybe this happened like, maybe not last summer, but the summer before. Oh wow. This place. Wow. This is better than the other view we saw. Look at this. Muskoka chairs. Well, that breeze is awesome. Oh, in July 2018, they actually burned this area, prescribed burn. Check out this view looking east. I think I can see the road on the other side of the river. So visitor center at the start where you get your permit is down there. Our campground is somewhere up in there. We just went down like 300-400 feet straight into different forest. We've got big deciduous trees down here. Here comes Bree. How you feeling?
I'm alright.
Good. And we hit a bottom. Wonder how many feet that was from top to bottom right now. At least 500. I think I can check on the Sports Tracker app. And we are back. 2 hours 27 total moving time, 8.43 kilometers. That was interesting. But I'm going to go back and show you some other data. 424 total meters climbing, 14,000 steps. But I thought it was cool looking at this elevation chart here. You can see we topped out above 500 meters, maybe like 540. And we dropped all the way down just under 400. So, yeah, whatever 140 times 3.1 is, that's how many feet we did. Close to 500 from top to bottom. And here's the park map. So we started here, went up, and then I thought we were up here, but we were really here. So we went up at this road, and then we just kept going. And the forest fire, which was a prescribed burn, was right here with that red chair lookout. So then we kind of backtracked and went along number 13 to here. So like from up here all the way down here, it was just all downhill. And so now we're going to go to a patio, get something to eat, have a beverage, and then go for a big drive. I'll show you what drive we're going to do. Yeah, right outside of the park there was like a little town with some patios, so we're going to check that out. Go down and get gas at Shawnigan. Then we're going to come up into the western part of the park and then drive all the way around. We're driving on the west side of the park. We went in the west entrance after going out for a snack and whatnot. And this is pretty neat. There's all these little switchbacks going up and down all the hills into the interior part of the park. Here is the west side of the park. So look out right off the road, maybe 15 kilometers in from the west gate. Beautiful. So we just drove in from this side, all around these little switchbacks. Then we're at this lookout here where the chair is. Then we're going to go all the way up and around to Lake Eduardo and swim here. Wow. And Sunday night, no one's here. Wow. So that previous view I just showed you was looking west. Here's looking southeast. Look at that. Maybe a Nessie lives in that. So here's the lot we parked in from the main road down there. This may very well be the highest road in the park. Not 100% sure, but don't know if much else will beat it. But here we are, right here, looking down at this big long lake. What's this lake called? Oh, Lake Wappasagagi. Close enough. Here we are at Lake Eduardo. Bree said it's not called Eduardo. What's it called?
Edward.
Edward? Eduardo sounds better. But yeah, we're gonna go swimming. It's gonna be cold. Lake Eduardo was a great swim. Water was wet and very cold. But nice area, lots of picnic space. They got a store here. Looks like they're selling food and whatnot. Can we still buy some ice? Here we are on the map. It's a pretty long lake, and there are canoe campsites on there, and it appears there are canoe rentals accessible by here. Time to get ice and head back to camp. And we're back at camp. Ham and pierogies for dinner. Got the fire going. But yeah, that loop was pretty nice. So we drove out of the park, went to like the nearest little settlement and got a poutine. Then went and gassed up in Shawnigan at Esso, and then back up through the west gate and around. back to camp. And that was just over 100 kilometers. The park alone has like 64 kilometers of road. But I really recommend that loop because there are awesome lookouts, nice scenery, fun road to drive. It's newly paved. Awesome. How do the pierogies look?
Good. I just getting them on now.
Nice. Looking good. You did a good job.
Yeah. Ham, pierogies, and asparagus.
Yep. Good morning. It's 5:42. We're packing up camp. Then we're gonna go park in that lot and hike that trail we didn't get to yesterday. And we're back at the edge of the parking lot. We drove all the way over here, go on this little trail, and then across the road, and we start hiking. We're off. Yeah, so we're here, we're gonna go here and then do our loop, but there was one that branched off that got us yesterday. I'll show you where I made the mistake. Let's go. So here's our first fork. So based on the map of the trail, you would think you could go either way and back at the same spot. That's not true because that way is a different trail. That's the one you want, but this map is different from the one we started at. I wasn't the only one confused yesterday. Other hikers could tell she was wondering what's going on with this map. But yeah, we got to go that way. Hey, buddy. You can't smell us, can you? I think there's another one over there. Hey. Pretty tame, or it doesn't smell us because I think there might be one over there too. I was hearing stuff down there. Well, being a lot of downhill since that first fork, and I hear rushing water. I'm assuming it was the same stream/river we saw yesterday. Just came down about 50 stairs. Here we are. Now this is the map that was posted at the trailhead. So we can go that way, over that bridge, and then we'll pop out on this side. Ready? Oh yeah, it is 1.72k from where we parked. 26 minutes. Nice. This is definitely that water we saw yesterday way up there. It came down this way. And back up we go. Well, we just went a massive climb. I'll check the elevation later, but I think we're at the very top. It's starting to rain a bit. All right, got that big hill over with. Keep going higher still. This rock face. Good hideout under here. Going up. All right, we're here. So we started here, made it to here, and there is a lookout 200 meters that way. I think that's an eyeball. I don't know. There it is. Nice. Big rock face over here. How you feeling? Yeah. Looking west. Let's see the animals down there. On a bit of a rock face here. The trail's been really easy going the last kilometer or so compared to the start of it, so don't get discouraged. There's some beaver activity. Took down this huge cedar. Oh, teeter. Must live out there. Oh, took that one down too. That one's huge. We've made it this far. There is a little dam over there, but I don't really care to see it. Looks like there's an outhouse here. And it's 10.3k back to the campground. Yeah. And now we're at the very north side of the trail. We're going to start looping back south. And there is a big long trail that goes 75k through the park that has backcountry camping. So take a look at the bridge. Let's board it off. Gotta go back up we go. We're climbing on the next ridge, and there'll be a lookout again. So we came from that ridge over there, then came down, around, then back up. And we're gonna go that way. Wow, look at these stairs. We even got a railing this time. They're steep, eh? Rosoi lookout. Let's go check it out. So we're here, we gotta go there. It's really close. Nice. Here we are, we gotta turn right here, making our last turn, and then we'll finish the loop and...
You have to say something that sees us.
It's okay. Hey bear. Let's pass by it.
Okay, over there maybe.
Oh, is that a mama? Here's the last lookout. That bear was pretty cool, eh?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was big. It seemed big.
I think they get a lot bigger than that.
Oh my god, it seemed really big to me.
And we did it. We did the whole loop. There's the bridge. That's where we started. Lots of bugs around me, eh? Okay, we're gonna do all those stairs now. Well, that concludes this park. All in all, I really like this park. Facilities are awesome. Trails are well maintained. Awesome views. The road around the park is nice. Oh yeah, there's also some yurts that look brand new with like wood still with them or something that must be open in the winter. Probably some photos online for them, but it's time to go. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Check out Green Blue Earth, Paul. We gotta camp some more. And next video, we are off to the province of New Brunswick right now, and we're going to Mount Carleton Provincial Park, highest point there. We're gonna hike it. See you then. Bye bye.